delay on this. What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome to my 113th episode of YouTube live streaming. I'm so happy for you guys to be here. Here's what I want to say. I actually have a good friend, Renee of Rascal and Lucy. She'll be coming on with me today and talking about her channel, thanking the people who helped donate for the cause, and she'll talk about it. And then I also have a new guest host. His name is David, Guitar Off the Cuff. Thank you so much, David. I'll talk about ad signs, how to check if someone's in the live stream. You could just ad sign blank, blank, blank. If that person is there, you'll know they're there. You could use it however you want to use it. Hey, I'm going to kick back and hang out. Okay, cool. At Bert's Beats. Bert's Beats is not there. You lied to me, Bert's Beats. I didn't lie. Well, I left. I should have just said I'm leaving. Right? So lurking, stuff like that, you can find out if someone is lurking if you want to. I could care less because I don't need watch hours, but I'm just giving you guys the tools to not be wool eyes over on you. Wool eyes over. So yeah, it's gonna be a good show. I'm gonna do some things. I'm gonna talk about some Easter eggs. I'm gonna talk about mentioning people. I mentioned many people. I got rid of some of the old mentions that I did on my community page where the playlist was not there, and people that I spent mentioning that it's a waste of time on my part to do that, because it's just one of those things. So it's just clearing out, doing some spring cleaning, and it's been great. I thank everyone for being here, and go over and connect to Renee's channel, please. It's there. It's up there. The link. Click on the link and stay in her house. Don't double tap. Double tap don't work. Double tap don't work. You double tab. I don't know if it works. If you put the double tab and you stay with me and you go with Renee, it's not gonna work because YouTube's gonna say where are you at, and she won't, and I won't get these watch hours. So double tabbing don't work. Double quadruple tab it don't know. You can't double quadruple do that tab. Don't do that. Go with Renee, hang out with Renee, and just enjoy. So, we'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you all for coming. I am bold. Peace out. What's up, everyone? How you doing? Got Renee here, and we got David, the co-host of the show, David Guitar Off the Cuff. What's up, Renee? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Great to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And David, thank you for coming on. Guys, David is going to be somewhat of a permanent fixture with me. I'm glad he's come along to help me out. David, would you say hello to the group here, if you would? I think you are muted, my good sir.
No, I'm just really good at mouthing the words in a silent way.
You're like a kung fu movie. I kill your father.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, I'm just excited to be on here and help out however I can, and just kind of goof off.
That sounds
but in
like
a very organized and mature way.
As long as we keep it somewhat mature and clean and organized, that's fantastic. Okay, so real quick, guys, I don't need the watch hours. David is here assisting, and thank you both, Renee and David, for being here. Guys, at the very top is Renee's link. Go over to her house and just stay in her house, and she will give you a necklace. I can see on here on my thing on the StreamYard linking, actually, if you have yourself a necklace, that means you're stuck with her. Just stay with her and hang out. My goal was to pop out a live stream and have 0 people in my chat. That's my goal. And let's help Renee and these people here on the bottom get their 4K watch hours. Let me go ahead and put this ticker tape parade thing going on the bottom. That's Allison Pro Jam, Fong Foodie Adventure, Maiden's World of Wax, Rascal and Lucy. That's this lady over here. Black Widow channel, Corner Clubhouse, Cobalt, Angeles Critters, and Whole Southern Cooks too. And also, I believe there's Patty Fish, which I forgot to put, but Patty Fish also needs that. But real quick, let me hit down this chat real quick as my daughter opens the door. Let me say hello to everyone else in here, because the chat is the most important thing that you do in a live stream. Oh man, I have to go very up to the very top. What's up, Adam of Catatainment? I know he was doing a silent live earlier. Silent live, holy live. What's up, Adam? Rushmore Show goes on Fridays. It's Keith and the girl dad. Welcome, Rushmore Show. Welcome me. I said hello, Keith. Yeah, hi, me, myself, hi. And Maiden's World of Wax. I don't know, can you? Yeah, I was talking to myself and he answered my question. We talk so much on the phone. I talked to David and Renee on the phone, as well as Maiden. A lot of you guys, and yeah, you already are reading my thoughts there. Welcome, Maiden. What's up, DL? National Parks Princess. She was on with me with Raph, who's right underneath. Raph is my oldest buddy on YouTube. Allison Pearl Jam. He is present. Present, sir. Yeah, so Allison Pearl Jam and DL, welcome. Yeah, that was a fun dance. Present. Right, so Spine Ticks, yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. Saturday. Thank you for having me on again on Saturday. I did it. I was able to go on 2 full live streams with Sith. Thank you so much, Sith, for allowing me to come on. I had a great time on your shows, and I'm learning a lot from you, man. Thank you so much, Renee. Thank you so much for introducing me to this fine gentleman of the world, which is Sith. He's got a knowledge, and yeah, he's a big channel with a big heart and a down-to-earth guy. I'm glad I met him, and thank you so much, Renee, for introducing me and forcing me to go to Spine Ticks. And I'm like, it's so late, I don't think I can do it. And I finally did. And I was like, holy shit, this is pretty bad.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
It's worth it. And you know, it kicks my ass on a Monday morning, but dude, it is worth it. At least I'm not spinning like I was drinking, because I don't drink. But it is worth it. And I was with Maiden on Sunday. So it was a back-to-back, and that was 2 fun live streams that I was able to do. And thank you both, Maiden and Sith, for having me on. It's always so fun. Yeetman24 Yeetman, he did a live stream on some kind of card thing. I know I played this card game with him and I sucked badly. And I did mention that on one of his videos. 4 Cat Billies in a Virginia mountain shack. That is John Swarzik of the Shenandoah Valley. Welcome, John. Did you know that Dirk Remington met John? And I saw John. I saw him, like a whole body and his face. Like, oh my God, there's John right there. It was so exciting. So Dirk and John met up. I saw both Dirk and John. And I was like, Dirk, you look like my Uncle Jeff. Right? Cool. And then I saw John. It was very exciting to see both of them. And I'm glad they met up. Let's see, Christy Crazy Crafty Life. That is Veronica, one of my older friends too. I met her shortly after I met Raph. Welcome, Veronica from San Diego. I apologize for throwing down that San Diego hat in the intro, but it was too tight on my head, and I don't use it much for things that I don't want to say other than why. It's just I love the hat, but it doesn't fit on my head too well anymore. Barbie Daily, guys, check out Barbie Daily, Rural Life in the Valley. Super cool person that I met recently, probably from one of you guys. And what's cool is the crew, you know, we meet each other through each other, and I've made some great connections through that. John, the autograph fisherman, John Burgess, let's go. He lives in Canada. He's a friend of Maiden, and he's a cool dude, part of the Modern Day Breakfast Club. A lot of these people, 90% of the people have that hashtag on their list. And I'm getting there. I'm going to try to be very quick. We have 32 people in the chat right now. Thank you for coming. 31. I apologize. I'm Pikachu, the person that left. That's fine. It's okay. You'll be back. Maybe it's okay. But if you're here, go to stay with Renee and just hang out. Don't double tab it. I don't need the hours. My goal is to have 0 people in my live stream and everyone over with her. The one, I should only have one. It's just my backup one, just to make sure I can look over and see chat.
It was funny. It looked like you were looking over at Renee just now. Whenever you're looking at your computer, it looked like it would look like you were communicating, like you guys were right next to each other.
Yeah, like there's a story of a man named Brady who was bringing up a guy named David.
Should reach out, have a hand come through.
Hey, no, we don't touch each other. Hands to yourself. So yeah, like with hey man, and watch a hand come out like boom, hit you right. That's like some VR crazy
high five or one of these I
We're good.
figuring
And
out how
man,
to find the camera.
I'm loving the colors
High
of this freaking. Let's go high five. Ready? Let's go.
Wrong hand,
man.
Bert.
Wrong hand. Other side.
Wrong way.
He did
Oh
the
my
same.
God!
He did-
Opposite. There
he
we
did
go.
There we go.
He
There
did
we
the other
go.
hand, but on the same side. He's like,
Okay,
wrong
I
hand.
gotta
He's
flip
like,
it. I gotta flip it. Maiden told me, but that's the thing. Go to Renee's, the lady that was high fiving herself as I was high fiving the other way. I'll flip the channel or the thing. But yeah, man, I was just digging the colors on this. But let me not get sidetracked. Black Widow channel, welcome. Yeah, one of the people here working her way to the 4K range, just way down there. And Nick of Whole Southern Coast, she's also down here. Welcome, Nick. She takes over the Thursday show, and she's got some cool stuff going on with Miss Felicia. I know Renee's on, and Renee will talk about some of the cool things that the community had done for her. So Nick is actually doing the same type of thing with Miss Felicia, and you guys should know who Miss Felicia is. She's been around, new member, and very fantastic, sweet lady. Avery, hello, are you doing? Asking about the fairies. Well, okay. I think I gave Avery a wrench. Miss J. Janet. I also have met Miss J way back. She does crafts along with Christy Crazy Crafty Life. Two fantastic friends. Welcome, Janet, and welcome, Christy Crazy Crafty Life. That's Veronica. Then I see Spine Ticks talking and pre-retirement, day comfort foods and more. That is Betty. Welcome, Betty. I see that you have yourself a thing. John, the autograph fisherman. Go over to Renee's. Hang out with Renee's. And I'm making my way all the way down. Saeed, welcome, Saeed. Saeed dropped off for a little bit, but he's now back. Hi, Saeed. How you doing? He does shorts. He lives in India, and he's a cool dude. I almost went crazy with the hearing test. Oh, my God. So I'm now on the test video. So I'm working my way down. Alan Williamson, you are not lurking. Guys, if you want to check if Alan Williamson is really lurking, put at Alan Williamson if you are on a computer only. It doesn't work on the phone. If you're on your computer and you @ Alan Williamson and he's not there, he's lying. No, I love Alan Williamson. He's got good commentary. He made the most funniest video that I saw today, and he would win the award for best
lurking.
He cracked the crap out of us when he did his dance. He did the dance challenge, and he was the first to do it the day after we announced it, 3 months before the challenge. Alan, you're here, and he's lurking. If you guys really want to check @ Alan Williamson and see if he is. But hopefully you're lurking in Renee's, and I'm not calling you out. Oh no, my battery.
Alan's just trying to keep up on his chores around the house, folding laundry, and you're just giving him a hard time. Poor guy.
Did we
just lose Bert?
That's what I was thinking. Did we just lose Bert?
It's his stream, so how did we lose him if it's his? All right.
Right.
So let's start making paper airplanes. And what else do you do when the teacher leaves the room?
Throw erasers at the chalkboard.
Our chemistry teacher in high school made the mistake of leaving us alone in chemistry for a little bit too long one time.
Bert, you're
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, so this is running off my Dell laptop. I apologize. It may not be the best, but we're gonna make do with it. Man, I forgot to charge my thing. So you were good. We can hear me, and we're good to go. I gotta turn up the light now. Oh, there we go.
You have to turn your microphone up just a little bit.
I think that's all it's got. It's running off the microphone of the laptop, and it sucks badly. So let me go ahead and adjust it, and I'll make sure.
Just reduce the suck badly. Reduce that meter.
How about now? Are we good now?
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Sorry about that. So sorry, guys. So sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so let's see.
About throwing erasers at the chalkboard.
Oh yeah, I know. I heard.
I was already making I was
Yeah.
already making paper airplanes and stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
you could hear that. Oh,
Yeah, I heard the whole thing. I just couldn't say stuff. I was rushing. I was in the
Busted.
bathroom using number 2, and I can hear you guys doing nonsense. I was forcing everything out, trying to get my way back. But here I am again, and we're good. All right, so let me get back on the chat real quick. Oh my gosh, hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Oh my goodness, I lost track. Okay, I didn't. I did not lose track. What's up, vlogs? How you doing? Danielle Davis. Hello, Danielle Davis. Danielle put out a pretty cool short with this monstrous egg. Man, that was like that big compared to the other eggs. So Danielle is another one of members of the crew. Has been around a long time. Sports card ripping teacher. What's up? He's at the laundry. Is nonstop. He's doing laundry, I guess. And yeah, that is Vince, I believe, a sports card ripping teacher. And there goes my light. All kinds of mess here. Pretty, yeah. If ever I go, David, you got it. Okay, so you're gonna run the show. If I just like fall off the face of the earth.
I think Renee will need to help me out here.
Yes,
for the charm factor. This is not to bring in viewers here.
No, we're good. We're good. And we'll get our way through. And there it is. Dirk Remington. Welcome, Dirk Remington. Renee, I apologize. We're almost there. We are. And Sydney Cat. Hello, Sydney Cat. Spamming hearts in the chat from day one. Sydney Cat, one of our special friends here. And let me see if I can make my way to the bottom. If I made it. I think I saw a couple other people. Did I miss anybody? Hey, Robert Springs. Hello, Robert. How you doing? Robert Springs is a cool dude. Does no content yet, but I'm excited to see what kind of content Mr. Springs puts out. And yeah, he's always been very kind and stuff. He's like one of my favorite people that comes around for us is Judy. Judy doesn't have content, but is always there. I'm actually gonna send her out another card because she's always my top commenter. So hopefully, like that card makes it to her. Let's see if I can get down here. I think I saw 2 more people on the bottom. Trucking Scribe, how you doing, Trucking Scribe? Another cool friend who does crafts. Jess Laws, how you doing, Jess Laws? The other half of Ray of Rudini. And I think, did I make it to the bottom? I think I saw Crystals and Crystal's Adventure. I think I made it to the bottom, unless I missed someone. Did I miss anybody, Renee, Adam? Or Renee and David?
No, I didn't see him, but it was you went through a lot.
I did, and that was the whole time where my freaking camera died and stuff. So yeah, guys, if you are not in Renee's chat or Renee's live stream, go ahead and make sure you get yourself one of those chains. So far, I see everybody with the chains. Yes, John, Judy is one of my favorites because like she's literally here just to connect, which like that's what like I really love about the crew is that you guys actually connect and, you know, you do the right thing. And there's other places that I've seen, like early on, we would go to live streams. It's like, just trying to collect these numbers, right? Way back. Now it's like people are actually having conversations with each other on the phone, doing stuff. And, you know, we actually like really care about each other. What's up, David Lynn, Prepper Principal, coming in here. David, if you're here, if you would like, please go up to the pin link. This is my friend Renee here of Rascal and Lucy. She is working her way to 4K. Guys, check out David Lynn, Prepper Principal. He is living here also in Texas with me. He is a teacher. And then I think he recently just got monetized as well as I am. Woo. So thank you so much, David, for popping in. And then let's see. Yeah, and again, Dirk and John had met this weekend, which was exciting to see. I was like so excited to see them. And they had, I wish like I would have been there. You know, I'd like to meet all of you guys at one point. I know this summer I'm probably going to go and try to meet Raf and Fong. I'm looking at trains. I might take a train there, but I'm not sure, like, you know, throw mama from the train kind of thing will, you know, go down. But I'm looking at Amtrak's. I know there's one over by you, Renee, and stuff like that. And there's one in Houston, but I'm not sure. It's like a 2-day journey, but I don't know. I'm getting too old to be driving.
You're only 4 hours away from me, though, Bert.
I know. And so I might make a trip out to Dallas if I do that and do some stuff. So if I'm ever in the Dallas area, I'll probably check you out, Renee. I'd like to meet with all of you guys in some point.
I'd be mad if you didn't.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna check you out if I'm in that area. And what's up, Brian Basketballs? How you doing? Yeah, Brian Basketballs, another cool dude, guys. Check out Brian Basketballs. I'm gonna give Mr. Brian Basketballs. Oh no, Renee's gonna give Mr. Brian Basketballs a wrench. And I think
and Mr. Brian Basketballs on just reaching his 1,000 subscribers.
That is true. Yeah, congrats there, Mr. Brian,
Nice.
who has a basketball literally on his head, like Shaq, like jammed in. It got stuck on his head. And I remember on one of his live streams, I was there and he was showing his earlier videos, and it's like, wow, like there's a big difference. No beard, kind of stuff. Like, whoa, okay, that's cool. I like watching people's old stuff because it kind of shows where things had come. What's up, 40 and Broke? Another cool friend that I had met just recently. And I think 40 and Broke should be up in your thing there, Renee. I believe so. What's up, El Georges or Luke? Luke's coming out of France, and he's a fantastic friend we had met recently. And welcome, everybody. So I have Renee of Rascal and Lucy here with me. And the co-host here down here is Mr. David, Guitar Off the Cuff. And I'm excited to be here, even though I'm looking at myself not in 4K. It's weird not to see myself in 4K. So using the Dell is like making me sad, man. It's making me sad. But you know, I'm charging it, and then I'll make sure the other camera pops on. All right, so let's get to where we're gonna get. And if we see anybody new coming in, we'll just make sure we don't like miss them and stuff like that. Let's see, Renee. Okay, let's go with our first thing, Renee. So we got Rascal and Lucy here. That's Renee. I'm pointing the right way now, David. Yes.
Let me.
She's over there. She's over there. All right, Renee. Would you like to maybe talk about your channel, and then we'll talk about some of the things that have been going down like this past week or so?
Okay. Well, as far as the channel goes, yesterday, instead of uploading my regular Lucy and Leo short, I did a memorial live stream to my cat Rascal, because it was the 1-year date of his passing, and it was a really long live stream. And those of you who were there, I really super appreciate it. I understand it was a really long live stream, and I don't expect anybody to be there the entire time, but I will be breaking down that live stream and uploading it by bits and pieces for those of you that missed it. And I may add that to part of my weekly routine, like maybe on a Tuesday or something in the afternoon, the same time as my other 2 premieres of the week. And this week I'm going to still be doing my Wednesday chill stream at 3:30 p.m. And I'll be doing my Friday chill stream at 2:30 p.m. And as of this morning, we are 880 watch hours away from the 4K and full monetization.
That's fantastic. So I'm seeing a lot of people. Sith of Spine Tick said it was a very lovely ceremony. And then Adam is also saying it was nice to see Rascal's life, which I was able to kind of glance over every once in a while. And I wish I could have chat more, but it was my first day back from work. And yeah, it was for the parts I've seen, I was like, okay, this was a good tribute that you did. I don't know if I can do it. If I had to do one for Rocky, it would be one of those, or Billy. It would be very hard for me to like kind of do that, you know.
It took me a year to be emotionally, you know, in a good place in order to, I mean, I did it. I've done tributes to other people's cats that have passed before I could do one for my own, because I was just not in a good place to be able to do one that would do him justice. And it took me a year to be able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell it was heartfelt from the videos and stuff. I couldn't have the volume on all the way. It was like 1. So it was like just the videos alone. I could only imagine like if you layered music into it. I don't normally
background music for that I actually generated in Suno AI, and I just wanted to generate more of a somber piano piece, and that's what it came up with, and it worked really well for the stream.
That's great. Let me just say hello real quick to Pebbles, Colita's Creations. Guys, if you don't know Pebbles, she's another a friend of mine who is a crafter, just like Janet, Miss J, and also like Veronica. She is a fantastic friend, got a great personality. And what's also cool about Pebbles of Colitas Creation is that she's reciprocal, meaning you go check her out, she do the same. So it's like twofold. You're going to meet a great friend with Pebbles, and also, you'll get whatever you're looking for, watch time views. But most importantly, she's cool. Thank you so much, Pebbles, for coming in. And thank you so much to Cranky Frankie. David, I think I sent you over to Cranky Frankie once. He does guitar, like he plays guitar, plays with the sync. Yes. He's a cool dude, and he does a lot of like singing things and stuff. I wish I could do that, but I'm so busy. Thank you too for coming in, and thank you, Crystal Adventure. I know that you said welcome or hello to me, and yeah, thank you for everybody popping in. Did I miss anybody coming in here? I think I got them all. And I just make sure I follow it. So I know the crew last week and the week before. Hello, Zach, the gardener and farmer. That is Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles, who's in your stream right now, I believe. I'm looking between both. Welcome, Zach. But yeah, last week and the week before, the crew came through and did some fantastic stuff. Renee, maybe we want to talk a little bit about that, and just share what you can, and some things.
Well, first of all, a lot of you already know that things have not been super great at my job. I mean, I still love my job. It's still a great place to work and everything, but just the way the numbers roll this season, the numbers in that respect have kind of been down, and it's really been putting a hurting on me financially. And the Modern Day Breakfast Club crew came together and they helped raise some money to help me out, and it has helped me out quite a bit. I mean, it got me through this month. And unfortunately, I'm still not quite out of the woods yet, because I haven't heard back from the cheaper apartment, and I haven't gotten that second job that I've still been looking for. But you guys, I mean, I don't know what would have happened if Bert hadn't come through and put the word out to all the Modern Day Breakfast Club people, and it was, I was just floored by all the help that came in.
Yeah, and let me just say hello real quick to Budget Rips. That's Brian. How you doing, Brian? And also, if any cool, Mr. Cool. So if you guys are just popping in here, welcome. That we got Renee, and then my co-host is David, the guitar off the cuff. And if you're in here, do me a favor. If you're in my stream, there's 41 fantastic people in this stream right now. If you guys could do me a favor and please go over and just hang out in Renee's live stream. She's one of the ones on the bottom that are working their way to the 4K mark. But yeah, man, the crew basically came out to, I know, like I called you and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, I didn't know how to do it. So I was like, you know what, I got it. Let me put it out. I know the crew has a big, big heart. And, thank you guys for helping Renee out. And, a lot was put out there and stuff like that. And it really shows awesome.
I really appreciate all of your help. I wouldn't have been able to make it through this month without all of you, really.
Which is
everybody.
It's super, super big group hug, like for real, man. And the thing is, it's like I gave what I could at that time, right? And it's like and everyone else, like I know, like we all have issues and like things that we got to take care of, but like we do have there's extra things that we could put to. And like I was like, Renee, I'm gonna give you what I got some PayPal stuff, let's send it over. And a lot of other people did that. And we're not talking like $5, $10. We're talking a lot of money when it comes to something like that. And it just shows the power of the crew as far as if what do you want out of the MDBC? Do you want a friend? Yeah, you can get a lot of friends here if that's your thing. Do you want to try to build your channel and get the watch time and get monetized? Yeah, we have that too. And then if you need help, actually, we do have that too, which, Nick is on here of Whole Southern Cooks, who's actually going to be working with Renee and trying to figure out who gave, so that she can send them like a gourmet treat pack. And I wouldn't mind, because I love treats. I would say give it to someone else, but no, I want to try Nick's treats, and I'm excited for it. And it's like, oh my, the power of the crew. It all started with the dance challenge, where we almost got to $700 just for a dance challenge. Alan Williamson put his video out the day after. It was so fun. We connected and we made a good, and really, like, you guys came out and like John Swarzig and Sydney Cat and everybody who donated for the dance challenge. Like, thank you so much. But even thank you so much for helping out Renee. And I know Nick is going to be doing something with Miss Felicia, who also may need some type of help like that too. And she'll talk more about that on Thursdays. And I was hoping that the Thursdays, I like Nick take over it. She's in her thing is to help people out. And I want to help people out, but I'm just not good at like the money and doing all in the organizing. So I'm so busy, right? So Nick is going to be running that kind of help thing, which is pretty exciting. And I also talked to David about something else. If something is working like behind the scenes of everything. But thank you so much for everybody, and thank you so much for Nick taking that on. And she's going to continue the help part of it at all. But man, yeah, it was like it was freaky that it came out like that big. But it's like, when I thought about it more, I was like, no, man, we were people that actually care about each other, like in that way, that it's not a big deal. Like for me, it's like, nah, it's not that big of a deal. It's fine. I could do this, right? So if we were any other type of other place, it'd be hard, because there's not enough engagement and talking amongst people to actually know, right? So it was cool. That's fine. I know if any cool, Mr. Cool has probably been busy. And guys, we get busy. If you're ever going to be busy, just like put in your community page. Like I said, I'm going to take some time off because I need to do a bunch of stuff. And then, when you come back, people will understand. But yeah, Renee, that's cool. So you're still kind of like working, and I'm hoping that, you find that place actually picks you up and like, takes, the place that you're looking for. But a lot of big things happening, and for some reason I'm not liking the light, the camera, but I gotta just not. I'll be fine. But
yes, just be mysterious. We're loving it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Just Laws is talking about. If we want to keep the thing, I have to make sure that I go back and I hit notifications and stuff. I'll talk about that later, like my strategy and what I do. It's kind of cool. But yeah, Renee. Let's real quick. We'll shift gears a little bit here. And I did tell you, right? If you want to know if anyone's in your live stream right now, you just @sign with your computer, and that if you @sign, does it go, oh, this person's here? Then you say, hey, what's up? Or if you want to know if I wonder if they're still, because you want to ask a question, you put David Guitar off the Cuff, or @Rascal and Lucy, @Bert's Beats, and you could use it however you want to use it, just to see who's there, right? It could be used to check if trolls are there. It could be used to check if someone is there that you want to have a conversation with. It could, however you want to use it. The @sign is very powerful. And then what we did want to
troll dude
@trolldude.com, @Mr. Beast, or whoever, right? And you could see who is actually still within a live stream. I don't normally do it, but sometimes if I go to a big one, I'm like, oh, they're still here. Hey, by the way, so and so, what's up? And you can catch those types of things. You guys try to figure out a way to coordinate your daytime streams, because there's big streams that happen, right? So obviously the biggest stream within the group and stuff is Sith of Spine Ticks at 10 p.m. Central on Saturdays, right? Then you got Maiden on Sundays at 9:30, and then Nick goes on at 6. Then I go on today. I only do like today, Tuesdays, where I basically try to have people on, kick out stuff, and kick the people to the guests and stuff. And then there's other streams that are happening in the night times, right? And we're working on a better way to coordinate it. But you got to find a way to coordinate your daytime. Talk with other people who do need it. The people down here, especially if you guys can get together, the 4K people, try to like, hey, are you going to do this? And try not to split those, because and you could go after the other person and stuff like that. If you can, try your best to coordinate. Adam is actually, it is a double-edged sword. It's like, do you really want to know? Adam's pretty good about coordinating. He's like, okay, Bert, when's this? And like, oh yeah, that's cool. This is and he ended his right before mine started, which is fantastic. That's called coordination, right? So I'm not saying, but just be careful, because as it grows and stuff, you got to make sure you don't want to split any type of viewership. So be careful in that. And nighttime ones, you don't want to like go over someone that's like always has the same time and stuff like that, because really you're going to split people and it's going to cause issues. What's up, Renee?
Maiden, Logan, and myself have a really good Friday system. Like Maiden, he does his live like early, and then I taught him something that you taught me about that redirect link.
Yes.
And then Maiden redirects his stream to my stream to coordinate that way. And then on my Friday stream, I redirect my stream to Logan's, and it works out perfect.
That is one thing also. So there's powers, right? So it's a double-edged sword with the @ sign and stuff like that. But then that redirect is fantastic, because when Maiden had to go, I left and I went shopping, and I came back, and my dogs, I call them my 4 dogs, were on Renee's. I was like, perfect. It went straight to Renee, and not some random dude that has 10 million subs who doesn't need me and my dog to waste anything on them. So the redirect, you can find the redirect when you're setting up a live stream before you do all of that in the YouTube studio on the very bottom, and you just got to look through all the things and read, and it says redirect, and you could redirect
it's
to
in the
Renee's.
customize when you're customizing. It's not actually in the description area in studio. You kind of have to look for it. If I wouldn't have found it if I hadn't actually talked to you, but it's a really good tool.
That's cool.
That it's one of the best tools, especially if you want to like coordinate like a live and Maiden's right after. Yeah, it kicks right through. What's up, Fairbrick Studio? How you doing? If you guys are sitting in my live stream, my goal is to have a live and have 0 people in mine. So if you could go to the top pin channel, that's Renee. Am I pointing the right way, David? Am I pointing the right way?
No, you were. Yeah, now you got it.
So that is Renee, our friend Rascal and Lucy. Go to her, stay with her. Don't double tab it, just stay. And then, we're going to help her get to that watch hour thing. So the redirect works fantastic. And it's a cool tool. The @ sign works to see if someone's there, and the redirect also works. What did I want to talk about?
I have a quick side question here. Which
Yes,
one's
sir.
your right hand? Okay. Got it. Okay, so it's normal for me then.
Right. Okay. So it's okay. It's just I clicked on mirror my cam, and it was doing the weirdness, and then when I clicked off not mirror, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to point like this.
Some cool explanation about why it's flipped in a mirror, and it was a really cool nerdy video.
It's right now the lighting is bothering me, but I'm gonna work my way through it. It's my ADHD, my OCD is killing me on it, but it's gonna be fine. So
I'll just keep telling you every couple of seconds, you look fabulous, Bert. You're killing it.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Just that reassurance is helping me out.
Boost you up there.
Yeah.
The lights brightened when I said that.
I know it's just weird. It's the camera other thing. Oh, so @ sign, the redirect. You know what? Look at your friends' descriptions every once in a while, because they put a lot of work in it. What I'm probably going to do, check this out. What I'm going to probably do is sometime within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to put an Easter egg in my description and like make it a riddle and make it like whoever gets it is get like $100 or something like that. I'm going to do. You guys should do that too and say, oh, I don't know. I didn't know about. Oh, yeah, it was in my description. Also, check if someone had mentioned you. You know how you do that? You go to your YouTube studio and go where it's comments, click the mentions and say, oh, you'll notice that a lot of people have mentioned you, and you'll see it, right? And I know Fairbricks has mentioned me in several things, and Fairbricks is here, and I probably had altogether maybe 20 or 30 mentions, but I try every time I tag anyone, it becomes a mention. So like if I tag, by the way, check out Renee, she's going to have a live stream on this, and I tag, that becomes a mention on your end, and it kind of helps. Or if I share your channel out, like check out this, I'll share it, that becomes like also like a mention. So check out that. There's tools, right? And Renee, did you have anything else you want to add in terms of like YouTube stuff, or did you want to talk? We were talking about shorts before we get into David's weekly report. I'm so excited. But
Yes. Yeah, let's not build it up too much.
yeah, it's gonna be fantastic.
Let's temper expectations.
Yeah, you know, like for me, I'm doing okay with the shorts because I don't really have a niche and like I don't need hours and stuff. But like you actually have a cool strategy for someone who's trying to make that 4K range. Maybe you could talk about that.
And I can't say this for everyone because, like I said, what strategy works for one channel is not going to work for everybody else. And I know if you want to get into shorts, then Sith is definitely the master on how to get into the shorts game, followed by you. But if what you're trying to get is watch time, then hyper focus on that one stat and nothing else. And that means, I mean, I just recently, I made all my shorts unpublished. I unpublished every single one of my shorts because one day I saw somebody was watching all of my shorts and I'm like going, oh my God, that's not helping me at all at this time, because until you get that 4K, shorts are not going to help you. They're going to hinder you. So what I've done is I've just focused on my little 1-minute clips, you know, on the days that I'm not doing premieres, and consistently uploaded one of those little 1-minute AI clips every day, except for those 2 days, and then do my 2 live streams like on Wednesday and Friday, and focus strictly on getting watch time and nothing else. So far, the strategy is working, but what I'm finding is, and I write it down daily. I'll show you here. I've got all my watch time hours that I write down daily. I check it, and I write down what each stream has made, and then a week later, that particular number will show up in YouTube Studio. I'm finding that the hours that are being shown are a week behind. At least that's the case for me. That may not be the case for everyone else.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Rudini. Ray, yeah, hop on over to Renee's. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yes, I got my camera back. It may die, but you know, I'm happy for the time being. But yeah,
I was looking away when you switched. It's just like all of a sudden, there you are. The lighting and everything's good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel so like a Japanese schoolgirl. Hey, hi. Yeah.
Please be careful saying that.
Well, that's what they do. Hello. I'm gonna do.
Like, I know, but yeah,
2 straight weeks. I'm gonna do shorts on just hello.
Yeah,
like that. And dance,
once I get my 4K, I'll probably get back into the shorts game. But until then, no shorts for me.
And that makes sense, because as I think about it, I wonder, well, then if they only like shorts, then they'll leave your channel. But if it's not helping you at all, then that's not a viewer that's giving you watch hours. So I see your point in taking them down. It's just like, well, if you're here, I'm a longer content creator. That's what I like, and that's what I do. So that makes good sense.
Yeah, and then I saw the comment earlier. I think Ray is like, "How is it hindering?" and stuff like that. Welcome, Tranquil. Unique. Hello, how you doing, Tranquil? Welcome. And I think that's everyone who popped through. Yeah. So what Renee is saying is her hyper focus only on those watch hours. You don't get them from shorts. It counts, but then it like you actually, when you go to the earn bar,
it'll get taken away. And, you know, once it won't count towards your 4K or your 3K, whichever one you're trying to, because shorts is a completely different. It's a completely different animal. It's designed to get eyes on your channel. It's designed to get subscribers. But as I'm finding out, 95% of those people that are viewing your shorts don't give a damn about your long form content.
Yeah, and then like when you get to the monetized part, like me, like really, like I was talking with Sith about this, and even on his live, and yeah, he shares a lot of tips, right? So the short game is one separate game. That's why I put, like, I always have to make sure I put the dogs in. Like, oh God, I got to get the dogs in somehow. So because I've actually picked up some people from shorts when I put Rocky up. My 1 point whatever million view one, which is like slowly approaching $200 on ad revenue. I don't know. I got 1,000 some subscribers, but I don't know which ones came back, and I don't know. But the cool thing is it's generated cash, right? And then at my long, that they'll come and they'll see Rocky and like, okay, that's cool. So I mean, yeah, the return on shorts to get back to long, not so good. The money that you can make, pretty good.
I just saw a comment from Spinetix there that he looks at really all three aspects of the channel and attacks them separately, just knowing that they're separate audiences.
There
absolutely.
are,
yeah.
Which even with me, if I'm doing shorts on my phone, then I'm just staying in the shorts. Even if I like something, I'm not going to that person's channel typically from a short. It's just because you're in that short attention span mode. So it's a good point.
It is. And welcome, Mark of Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, one of the people making the awarded 4K. And then Ray, it's like, if you remove the shorts, how would they watch the other content? And then Raph said he likes using the shorts because you're allowed to pull music that he liked growing up and put it behind Allison Pro Jam videos. And his, like, it's just straight Allison Pro Jam. So the return on putting it out and getting an actual sub is higher than me putting a Google car. So I don't have a Google car, or I don't really do car stuff, but it's however you want to play it. And like Sid said, it's totally true. And I whatever he says, I kind of go with, and it's got me a lot of success. As a monetized channel.
It's different on the copyright rules for the shorts then?
It is. It's like, it's a different beast. Like, you could use whatever they offer you in the YouTube studio, and it's fine. It's either going to be sharing, nothing, where you got no strikes and you get full, or it's gonna be shared with like a 3-bar. Like, oh my God, those are the worst. That means it's gonna share here and somewhere else and there. But if it just says sharing, it's yeah. So like, if my Google car is sharing, if it was just me doing the voiceover, then I would have got 100% of the profits. So it's 3 separate beasts. But then, like, if you took all your shorts and you wanted to do a compilation as a monetized channel, it's not going to allow you to do that because it's going to have multiple copyrights and they'll be ineligible for anything. The dance challenge, by the way, when I had the dance challenge with Raph, when I wanted to turn the video on to get monetized, since there were so many songs playing in the dance challenge, ineligible for monetization because it was using all those songs. Whereas in a YouTube short, you could just, whatever is there, you could use it, and you can make money from it. But then it becomes tricky when you're actually doing a long form. If you sing it like a karaoke, like cover kind of thing, it's fine because you did something to it, if that makes sense. But it is fun.
I'm going to start heavily getting into some AI generated music. That way I don't have to share revenue with anybody.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I want to do more voiceovers, but then I'm gonna actually get my good microphone set up and then BandLab the crap out of a voice. Did you know that your butt has this many nerves in it? And I want to make sure I make it like a good voiceover in BandLab, and then drop those voiceovers instead of the ones I get from like so and so young boy, this guy, and that guy gets that stuff. And people
how many is it? How many nerves in the butt?
I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure it's
oh man, I thought you knew.
I don't know.
Great trivia.
Right?
I thought you had it. I mean, you'd be able to throw that out at somebody just hanging out at a holiday.
I'm pretty sure there's millions of nerves. I'm not sure. Wait, that's okay. We're gonna save it to the end, but that might be one of the things you're gonna research. But yeah, Renee, I like the approach you're taking with that because it's gonna be only go watch stuff that's gonna get you watch hours. And yeah. And did you guys, before I talk about the next thing, I was
I was on the internet reading articles talking about Suno AI, right? Rolling Stone put out an article, I believe, on the 17th of this month, and it's saying Suno AI is actually, it's like a came out of nowhere, and it's like blowing things up. And it went and interviewed the creators and the Suno AI, and it's saying that, you know, we're not trying to kill the music industry. We're just trying to allow people to create something and put their stuff out in an easier platform. And it's pretty easy. You just type in things, but then you can adjust it, right? Because sometimes it's like, what the hell did you just say? Then you got to use your thing to clean it. And you're like, oh, let me speed you down a little bit because you were saying it too quickly. So, I mean, it's a good article. It's an online article of Rolling Stone about Suno AI, and it's cool. It actually it explains a lot, and I use it on intros and stuff like that, and it's so fun. And you and Sith use it a lot, and it's like my go-to thing. It's like, let's go make. I did on my.
I think it's awesome, and me being a guitar guy and music snob, self-proclaimed, you would, I mean, I could be someone who could say, oh boy, this is terrible. But the cool thing is it unlocks creativity for someone who maybe didn't have time to learn this instrument or, you know, this musical theory or whatever, or someone who just wants to hear a song that says words that mean something to them. And
or don't have the money to pay for a license to use somebody else's song.
Yeah. But I mean, some of the ones that I've heard like on Spine Ticks just crack me up. They just sound so much like a real band.
It does.
Sure
and
does.
Then, you know, Logan and Sith and Renee and even Maiden, and like the stuff that I'm hearing is like, oh my God, it's getting cleaner. And you got to really, like, literally tell it what to do. Like, you have to be creative enough to put the prompt, meaning you have to type shit in there that makes any type of sense. You, like, a comma can make a big difference, you know, and how you actually type it. So you got to, like, actually give it all the code to understand the code and as term, you know, English language. Dirk Remington actually went to figure out how many nerves, and he had to click out of it. So Dirk Remington knows the answer, and he's scarred. So
it just okay. So do not.
So Dirk has the answer, and he's in a fetal position right now in his house. I'm sorry, Dirk. Check this one out. So yeah, I remember this conversation. Sith Spinetix had a conversation with the creator, and he shared with me and Renee. I remember talking to him about this, and
that's awesome.
He may have the creator of that on there. He's working on it, and that'd be super fantastic, man. Because that thing is like
really amazing show. I'd be
that would
really
be a
interested to
freaking
hear what
awesome show.
Yeah,
and then
that'd be great.
That's why I'm so happy that you told me to go to see Sith. And like now it's like, man, I call him every other day and we check each other out. For some reason, like when I call him, that's like blah, 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 Charlie Brown's phone. It's like the universe is trying to stop us from talking, you know, because everything I've done that he told me has worked, like for me, right? And I'm trying to share.
The machines are already trying to separate us.
They're but it's not.
Make sure we don't band together.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So real quick, let's see. Do you though have to be creative? Can't you just chat GPT to be creative for you? Just ask. Yeah, Adam. Whoa, you want to touch on this one? You can and layer it in. But then I've seen chat GPT. If you like, I can tell what's chat GPT because it's too clean. Just like some AI, it's too like clean. Like there's no like it's okay. Well, you know that. You could tell, but then when you start messing with it and changing some of the, like, you know, what is this? The structure, right? It fixes it. So like with ChatGPT, yeah, it's going to give you good paper, but it's going to say it like a robot would say it with no feelings, right? But then when I do stuff, like if I were to, someone say I need a 50-page paper, I'll go ChatGPT, get that. Then I'm going to just change all the adjectives and make it sound like me. Right. So all I need is give me the stupid information I need and I'll put adjectives behind it. So you still have to like add your flair to it. Right. Because people with
the keen ear will hear it, or the professors with the brain that knows you're a dumb dude. How you won't use those words? Use your words, Jeff Coley, right? So you do still have to put in your stuff, right? I sound like him. But anyway, wait, much to David's point, the Suno AI credit was happy to hear me as a musician wasn't railing against him and supporting what he was doing. He must be getting a lot of blowback. He probably is, Sith. And again, it's just... And
yeah, I think that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because he creates a tool that is... It's an easier instrument. It's like way back when you had drums, and that's about all you could do basically. And
yeah,
this is an easier instrument. The thing I found with I was using Microsoft Copilot, but just to do some of the pictures in one of my shorts, and it basically I let it train me. I realized what it's given me, and then I kind of figure out, instead of the fourth time, it's the first time I can get most of the stuff in there that I want. It's like, because you can keep, modifying it as you go along. And I've just kind of let the thing train me on how it will react to whatever I'm asking it. And it's working out pretty well so far. I mean, I was able to come up with 19 pictures of squirrels playing guitar that I liked.
Let me just say hello to the chat real quick. I've noticed some people coming in. What's up, Sables? Sables is a cool channel, guys. Sables, actually, I was listening to the one with Stevie B. I don't know if you know this, but I really love Stevie B. And it had Stevie B and Paul Abdul on it. So I was listening to Sable. Fantastic stuff, monetized and working on some stuff that won't hit too hard off the copyrights. But welcome, Sable. Welcome, Rob, Ma Vida Loca. And welcome, Hungry D. Hungry D came in at the very end. There's a cat behind you, Renee. There is a cat behind you.
I told you there's some feline
interference.
Yes.
So Hungry D came in at the end, and welcome back, Hungry D. Came in and dropped like 100 in the live chat and the very end for you, Renee, at that end. So that thank you so much, Hungry D, for that. And welcome,
big stretch. There we go. There we
go. Scott, Old Fart Gaming. Welcome, Mr. Scott. Renee, did you give Mr. Scott a wrench in your channel? He's cool, dude. He does streaming of games. He has a cool chat. He's in yours right now. Welcome. And then I saw someone else. Sable, Scott, Mr. Scott, Hungry D, and then Rob. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, so I have Renee of Rascal and Lucy, and I got the co-host here, Mr. David Guitar off the cuff. And hello, Angela's Critters. Angela is also one of the ones who is working her way to that 4K range. And Angela's got a cool channel. She does cooking, but she also has some historic stuff. First time I met her, she had some Elvis's favorite treat. And I'm like, oh my God, she got a full-on history lesson behind this cooking video. So cool people up in the chat. And then let's do this. So guys, check this out. David came, we talked, and he's like, hey, do you think maybe we'll come on and we'll do? I said, just come on, you help me out with stuff, because there's a lot of things that I forget when we're talking on things. But David, I asked you, what did I ask?
Paul Schaefer, that's his name.
Paul Schaefer. Yes, the Paul Schaefer.
Yeah, he would always kind of throw things over to him.
Yeah, I need the cue cards to throw it, right? Because that's what David Levin did. I just don't want to get copyrighted from him, But
I'm pretty sure you can do that without having
cue cards throwing. It's copyrighted. 45 people up in the chat, guys. Thank you all for coming. This is fantastic. Make sure if you're in the chat, go to Renee's channel and stay there.
Yeah.
My goal tonight was to have a good show and also to have 0 people in my live stream. Actually 1, because I have my backup right here just to make sure I have chat still in case my camera dies or whatever. Right. But David, what did I ask you to go and find out? To research?
Was that thing. Okay.
That thing.
I was trying to think of something like how to bury a body in a shallow grave or something like that.
Oh no, that's for later. That's for
the post meeting. That's right. Okay. That's a closed door discussion. It was about TikTok. and what's going on there. And I see some stuff about that a lot because I'm in the stock market. So some of the stocks that I trade are related, like Rumble tried to buy them or tried to buy them out. And then another investing group is trying to buy the rights to it. Basically, the House already passed by a landslide that TikTok can't operate in the U.S. like as it does today, and their main concern is that that TikTok companies there have a responsibility to the Chinese government. It's like there's no separation there. Like U.S. government, they'd have to subpoena Facebook to get records and stuff like that. That's not the deal in China. It's like it's part of the, it's part of the Chinese government, and that's the concern there. Not that I don't know if there's a current risk, but that's the thing is that everything that you put on TikTok, the Chinese government has, and then what does that mean? So what they're trying to do is of course TikTok doesn't want to hand it over, and so the thought is either someone create another platform in its place, but a lot of people want to get the brand name on whatever they create because they're going to have to recreate the code of what it does, because the company is not going to hand it over because they'll still operate in other countries. It got banned from India back in 2020 as well, and it wasn't long before other companies filled the void for that type of content. So it's a wait and see, but it seems like there's going to be some kind of a change there.
That's good. Okay, so let me just say hello to It's Me Retro. Welcome, It's Me Retro. So you guys are just coming in. Thank you, Fong, for Fong Foodie Adventure, who's down there in the bottom. Hopping over to Renee's channel. Yeah, and then Black Widow says, I don't want anything to do with TikTok. Me too. I tried doing TikTok a little bit, and I was like, no, man, it's not for me. I could tell what time it is. Let me open the door real quick.
Just another platform I don't have time for.
Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't interest me.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I tried it a little bit, but then I'm so like busy on YouTube that it's like it's so hard. See you later, Vince. But yes, what is this? Spinetech said something. I was seeing something about China or something.
He said the Chinese government likes his Bitcoin cats.
Speaking of like TikTok, and I'll get with you as far as additional stuff on TikTok, and we'll look at the chat a little bit. And I know I saw something with Dirk. I remember when I do my shorts, I try to do my shorts like TikTok style. Like I try to make it look like 3 or 4 videos, and I'll put something and a lot of movement, and I'm thinking of like a little child that's watching it. And I read somewhere that the nation of Israel or some really rich people in Israel are looking into buying TikTok. But I don't know how true or accurate that is. I remember hearing that like 2 nights ago on YouTube as it was just playing in the background. But let's see. Yeah,
I mean, it's possible that they could franchise it. Basically, that because it's something by I can't remember it's the name of the company, but it has Byte in it. They're not going to just give up on the brand is the thing. There's some brand equity there, so they might tell somebody you can create your own and say TikTok US and we'll license it to you or whatever. But I don't think they're going to sell it outright. Because they already operate in other countries. And so they already have the benefit of that data from other countries. And they wouldn't want to give that up.
Sable is saying cute cat to you, Renee. And Sable, if you're hearing this.
That was that Calvin and Hobbes moment was great. It was just like an orange cat behind you. And I just thought you were going to get tackled.
Right. Oh, so head over to Renee Sable if you can.
He wants his cuddle time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So,
He's ticked off that you didn't let him know that you were on air. He's like, oh, you were supposed to wake me from my nap.
yeah, man. Where's the camera? The camera's supposed to be on the cats and the dogs, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what did I see? I was okay. So thank you, Logan, for heading over to Renee. Guys, if you're in with me, please go over and just hang out with Renee, which is cool because I see a lot of the chains, right? Dirk said something that there's several something trying to. I saw that earlier in the chat, and we're talking about TikTok right now, and it's
Maybe
scary.
about the group. There's a group of investors that's trying to.
I think
compete
so.
for it.
Yeah, there's like a group trying to. Man, there's so many things. I just want to make sure I caught it. Yeah, and I guess right now it's just trying to figure it out because like if it went away and there was only YouTube, right, and Facebook Reels, I don't know what that would do to, you know, what would that do? What if it's only YouTube is the only thing that you can do?
It would just create a gap that would have a competition time, and then something would win. Whether it would be a new thing created by YouTube or Google or Rumble or somebody, or just something totally upstart. There, you know, somebody would fill the void.
I agree with the part that they definitely need to remove the Chinese government part from TikTok. However, even though I'm not a fan of it, I'll never use it. I have no use for it. I don't agree with the banning of TikTok because of the free speech aspect.
Well, the thing is, though, that if you look at free speech, it's a two-way street. They won't. They need a subpoena to come into your house, but you have free speech. That's not the case in China. You don't have free speech, and they have the right to come into your house. It's just that there's a slant of towards the government that power is what it is. If you go to another country and talk about your right for free, you know, to free speech, people will look at you and say, what are you talking about?
But like I said, that's why I agree getting the Chinese government out of TikTok is a good thing. But I don't agree with the banning of TikTok because I also believe free speech.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think the platform itself and how it works is great from what I've seen.
Some people, if they want it, fine. But I don't agree with the Chinese government having the control of it.
Yeah. Any Chinese company, that's in China has the Chinese government there to, if they tell them to do something, they do it.
Yeah, I have TikTok, I think I have Instagram, and I have of course YouTube and Facebook Reels. If you see Sid's comment, he's one of the bigger he's probably the biggest and most successful amongst like the group that we're rolling with, and you know he actually talks with you know the YouTube people. He maintains a presence on all platforms just so the impersonation part doesn't come out. And I have them all. I just don't do too many reels on Facebook, and I don't really do too much TikTok stuff. And I think I post a couple of things on Instagram. If I have to like do it. And yeah, Dirk agrees with you, Renee, on that. If they take one, then you know what's next, and then like I like YouTube. Like we could do this, right? So if TikTok falls, then what's next?
What's next?
The only one left is gonna be freaking Reddit.
And I agree with what
never
Adam's
go back to
saying
Reddit.
here. He just wished that. I agree with what
Well,
Adam's
the thing is,
saying
somebody else
about not
what's
YouTube not following TikTok's trends.
Yeah, that's what the shorts were partially tried to copy that, and now they're with you can do live from your phone. That's a new thing. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Barbie Daily, for coming in. I'm glad you popped through. But yeah, I mean it's one of those things, and I'm just glad that there's multiple platforms, just in case I feel like I want to go on a platform. But for now, my favorite one is obviously YouTube because you guys are there, right? Like I probably would not be able to do this on other types. Definitely not going to be able to do this on TikTok. To weed out all the crazy, blah, 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 blah. There's too many gnashing of teeth in TikTok.
Not maintain a presence on other platforms. I mean, I've got a Twitter, an Instagram, and a Facebook, only to have basically a presence on there. But YouTube is my main platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then one more. I started uploading my YouTube long form to TikTok and get 5 times. So more. And then Ray is asking, what does that look like in terms of, I guess, money in terms of like, or like on that? Because I'm not even too aware of how to make money on TikTok. All I do know is that, you know, a lot of money to be made on YouTube Shorts, and then other things. If you could have your own content where you're actually talking. My cooking videos where it's just me talking, I make more off any other revenue sharing ones. It doesn't stop me, but I have to share it with like 1 million people in order to get something. So yeah, hopefully there's an answer there. Let's see what we have going on here. So what was I gonna say here? Ooh, do you guys do this? Or Renee, do you do this? I do spring cleaning every Saturday. Spring cleaning, why and how, like, meaning I go through all the people I'm kind of connected with, and I just like check if it's a good connection. You know, like, do they reciprocate? Do you do that I do it every Saturday. And I go and I look at my Gmail to see if it's just like commented on a reply, blah, 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 blah. You know, it'll tell you, you'll see it's like if they commented on your video or you just did and they're just replying to it. Usually I'll just see that. And if there's like one time they saw me and then 10 times I saw them, I'm like, okay, bye-bye. I don't have time. Georgia says there's only 24 hours in a day. And if I waste my time with someone that's not going to check me out and have the chance to possibly come back and check you guys out, you know, like give me a chance to like connect, like you don't really know what's going on. I don't have time to waste for that because I got to go out and fish for more people to kind of bring back to you guys, and you doing the same. I met Sith through Renee and so through so-and-so. And like we got,
you don't want it to come across as one of those like clingy breakups. Hey, Mr. Number 12. How you're actually tracking people down. I noticed your comments on my videos have declined.
Well, no, David, I told you, I said, man, I don't have time because I used to, guys, I knew David way back when I had like 150 subs, right? And we weren't doing the Breakfast Club stuff. And we would talk like in like this, like big paragraphs. And now it's like, so I called him and said, I'm so sorry, man, dude. I wish I could say more, but like I have this much to go to. Then I gotta get ready for a live. It's like
I just appreciate if someone just tells me whether or not they liked what they saw on my channel. That's about it, because it inspires me to do more stuff, because otherwise there's no point in me making the music. I know I'm probably never going to hit the 4,000 watch hours. There isn't a huge market for instrumental guitar music channels.
Yeah, and music in general is hard to get to. I mean, the return on whatever my spam thing is like 100 times more lucrative than any song I ever sung. Like, because of the sharing of all the revenues. I mean, if it's original stuff,
I could smell it coming through the screen. Actually, as you were stirring it, I watched that one twice. Whenever I watched the playlist, that stuff looked pretty good.
So Renee, you do this too, every once in a while, as much as you can, or?
I do every now and then, but most of the people, that I've got right now are pretty reciprocal. There are a few that, don't even bother to comment on even my 1-minute videos or anything like that. And those I'll eventually weed out.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm not trying to be a jerk about it. It's just like, for me, at least, it's if you let it grow too much, there's going to be a lot of people writing the outside. Like where I don't really know. Maybe, because like the more people in my mind, right? Because I know all of you guys, and I know this and what you did that thing, and Sid did the chain, the pimpin' cat, right? And David was playing he's now doing commentary on his stuff, and he plays piano stuff. And then you had your memorial, right? I know all of that, but then as it grows bigger, and my brain is like pulled in like 300 ways, then there's going to be these outlying people that I'm still watching their crap, and I'm fucking wasting my time for you. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like I need to put my time back to the people that are checking me and checking the group as a whole. Because there's people that slide their way in and they ride the outside just enough. They'll watch all your shorts, Renee, and they'll ride it just enough and get kind of ride the journey, and people will continuously support them because they've gotten too big to even know. So I gotta always weed that out because
Good luck
I'm
watching
kinda-
my shorts. They're all invisible right now.
that's what I'm saying. Hello, Minimum Tiara. Welcome. How you doing? This is Rascal and Lucy, Renee, and then this is the co-host there, Mr. David, guitar off the cuff. And I'm just talking about weeding out some things, right? And it's just I do the things so I can have time for the people that need the time and deserve it. You know, time meaning like you deserve my time. I'll make a phone call. We'll talk. Whatever is people need, I'll give back.
Well,
if I see that they also give back.
You really know, we have cat attack again there. But since you really know a group of people, you're able to put your time into people that you already know.
Yeah.
And that's as opposed to putting the same amount of effort or more into someone who you don't even know yet. It's you don't want to reach, what was the thing about the dog looking down in the river and he had a bone in his mouth and he tried to grab that bone and he dropped his bone into the river because it's all the reflection of it. It's like if you can't manage what you have, then don't grow at a faster pace.
And I have
unless you're a gangbusters, like it explodes kind of a channel. Which
no, it's fun, man, and I'm testing out my
Pikachu hat. I think might do it for you.
Yeah, I'm hoping it. Like we had like 40 some at one point. Hope like most of you went over to Renee, and it's cool to see. I'm hoping Renee could get anywhere from 40 to 70 watch hours off this to get closer, right? And that's the cool thing. It's like I'm gonna help Renee as much as I freaking possibly can, and until she gets there, and then because she's gonna figure out how to help me, and then we're gonna help whoever it is that actually deserves the help, And it's hard because like I feel bad because I'm not like that in person. And like if I want to include everybody, right? Like, come on, let's go. You could just stand out on the side and ride the wave with us and enjoy. No, man, because like you said, like I'm gonna drop the bones that matter, right? And the ones that matter are the ones that are here, and then at Renee's, and then at Sid's, and then at Adam's thing going on, or Maiden's thing. The same type of people doing the same type of thing. Those are the ones that I can only use all the time. I wish there were 10 me's, but there's only one me.
Not
with 5
just
devices.
the ones that'll like drop a random live on top of your stream or like out of the blue or something like that, and that like Bert and David both said, it's really good to coordinate. That's why you got to get with other creators. Everybody here has a Google account. Make an extra, like a dummy email or something. Put your email somewhere, either on your channel description or on a description of your videos, somewhere where people can contact you. Like I said, I made it pretty easy for people to contact me if they want to get and schedule, a live stream. Like I said, like Maiden, Logan, and I have a really good Friday routine kind of going there, where it goes from one to the next to the next.
Yeah, and it really helps to coordinate. And then if you don't have your Gmail attached to like your main page, you might want to put it, because companies also reach out to you and give you free stuff.
Companies are going to reach out through your email.
They won't reach you. The only people that reach out to you in comments on a live or your channel are trolls. They're not going to give you the big break of like, we're going to give you a solid gold pet fountain. They're not going to tell you that on a chat. They're going to tell you it in an email, and you're going to say, hey, Renee, is this legit? Yeah, I got one. Okay.
You're telling me that 4-album deal I just signed is not?
Yeah,
it's not real.
It might be.
I just had to send $300 just to do the paperwork and processing, and then I was going to get this huge deal.
Yeah, the African Prince guy is probably the one.
or the guy with the I can fix your SEO. You're gonna get a lot of those too.
And Sid brought up another one as your channel grows, which I'm looking. I have to LLC. Renee, thank you for bringing it up. I keep forgetting. I get an LLC pretty soon because of the things I'm doing. Sid said you probably want a domain name as well, right? Just to have more of like a presence there. And I think it's. Oh, Renee, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, yeah, because it looked like you got stuck there. But
it's
yeah,
just a
like
glitch in the matrix.
it is. The Matrix is stopping us from talking about like how to do things properly, right? No, you got to do it the hard way. But it is like I try to do spring cleaning every Saturday, and it is. And again, if someone comes back and makes their attempt to do like whatever it is that needs to get my attention, then I get back. I'm not like it's not a door that's closed forever. I'm not like that. But then I really do need time for the people that deserve the time. And I, like I'm talking like I'm watching YouTube all day long, and I'm actually on the phone, and we talk for like a long time when we talk. David, we spoke for like an hour and 45 minutes. Renee, when we speak, it's like no less than 30 to like we're close to an hour, and we talk long, and that's time, right? I'd rather do that over a lot of other things, right? Hold on, Renee, I can't talk to you right now because I gotta watch this person. And that person never checks any one of us out. Like, wow, I know. Yeah. What if on my next live stream, I don't want to do this. What if I said, here, guys, I'm going to give you a list of names that I unsubscribed from. What if I did that? Because I have like 60 people that I can tell you right now, stay away from it.
The wall of shame.
Tuesday live stream, wall of shame. Could you imagine the hate I would get? But how beneficial
you probably
would
get
that
some
be?
Creators giving you high fives on that. They'd be like,
"Oh, every the first time ever!" Like, guys, on next Tuesday, I'm gonna give a wall of shame. Stay away because I don't know. They're just there, and like I bet you it'd be a lot of people tuning in and stuff like that because it is. No one does that. I won't do it too because it's dumb, right? I'm not doing that. I'm not about to go stand on the mountain and call people's names out to that, But it would be cool, wouldn't it? Renee, what are your thoughts?
I kind of agree with some of that, because if they're not going to respect your time, that just says that to me, that just says that person is really all about themselves and they don't, respect people that have been there kind of before them or even that comes after. It's not saying there's any kind of a hierarchy or anything. It's nothing like that, but there's a different tiers of people, like you said, that are pushing 4K, that are pushing 3K, that are pushing 1K and the 500 and stuff like that. And then there's different people that are trying to get a different amount of watch hours and stuff like that. It helps. We're going to get everybody there. It's some people are just going to get there a little, sooner than others. And the sooner we can get everybody there, the quicker we can help out the people that are trying to get there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do. No, it's just a funny thing that I've never seen, but it's like it make it easier for like someone who's been coming in, and a lot of us have been together since last year. We're talking like 5, 6, 7 months, maybe, doing this thing, at least 7 months, 3 months that we've been doing this, and we kind of know who's who and who's what, and there's new people and stuff like that. And it's just like it'd be easier. Like I know because of everywhere I'm at doing stuff, I'm like, should I tell them or let them find out? Should I tell them or let them find out? I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's like you don't do it, but it would be funny. Too bad I'm not a jerk, right? Because if I was a jerk, I'd just do a straight live stream and just call it out. But I know better. And we in our own way we make.
Here are all the people that I'm exiling as of this week.
No, like What's up, Bobby? Yeah, I saw Bobby come in. Welcome, Bobby Catalano, the blue chick.
Bobby.
She has these big blue hunks there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you got some abs there. They're like, that's some cool AI. Her AI is starting to really turn out very nice. But let's see. What was I gonna? Renee, were you talking about something. Were you remember for like the people that like did those donations? We were talking about making like some kind of painting thing or something, or
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe making it. I do a lot of arts and crafty things kind of myself. And, I was thinking about, I have like these nice little wooden like slices that I was thinking about painting, painting like a nice little, Rascal and Lucy logo with a "thank you for being a friend" kind of thing on there.
that would be great. And DL, I'm only kidding. You know I'm not like that, guys. I like to mess around sometimes. Yeah, I won't do that. But that would be good, Renee, if you did it. Like one of my favorite things that I got along with like the letters and stuff is the little painting that Kim Artist did for Billy, and like those things are very like dear to me. I like the wall has things that I've gotten from friends and stuff like that. So yeah, like it would be nice. And then I guess you could get with like Nick and stuff or myself, and we could figure out how we could send that to that's what the backstage. I know it is, Sith.
Yeah,
But
we can meet up something like that backstage or something on Stream Nerd.
oh yeah, Google Meets if you want to know.
Not go live or just meet backstage or Google meetings.
Yeah, yeah. So like, what do you call it? Yeah, I would never do that though. It's just not the thing. It's not the right thing. But it would be funny to me. Like, oh my god, I'd regret it, obviously. And
yeah, you definitely would.
I would regret
in
it
so many different ways. Yeah, morally,
It'd be the last thing I do.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's just I put it out there because there's times I feel like I wish I could, and it's like, be careful, don't go that way. And then you do your own due diligence, and that's why I'm saying, like, you kind of have to do this before you get really, really big, because once you're big, you're going to be like, oh my god, it's going to take you 5 days to clean it a little bit so you can do whatever it is you're trying to do. Because I don't want to be like, what if for some reason like I get like these big bunch of hits, all these comments, and it's like, oh my god, I can't do this anymore. It's a tipping point, and I can't even talk to Renee or Raph, my oldest friend. Like, I don't want it to get like that, because I love YouTube for the fact that like we have friends on here, right? Right. So like, Raph, is that most of us have around the same number of subs and watch time, so it will be great to see everyone moving forward and making an impact on YouTube.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Cool. It's like, let's all try to make it together, and the easiest way is the closer ones. Let's feed them in as much as I can to get them moved on. And the more people that are monetized, like when Renee gets there, Raph and Fong and Angela and Nick and CCC and Patty Fish and Maiden and like when like the people down here on the ticker, like I could call like, okay, here, what do we do here now? Like this, like, oh yeah, this is this monetization thingy. They could try that out, and there's more heads like me. I'm just throwing everything out, like just freaking throwing darts, and hopefully I hit a board, right? And I'm like, okay, I hit a board, but it'd be nice to share that, and that's why I like Sith the Spine Ticks. Like, he's like, all right, this, try that out, and I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm gonna show something real quick.
Oh yeah. Do you want to be by yourself?
I can't show the side of it. This is an official thingy that I got. It's verification for my YouTube monetization. You'll get one of these things in the mail.
Yeah.
I put you solo, Renee, but for some reason it's there. You go.
Yeah, I'm sure you got one of those.
Yeah, that was the most exciting thing I got in the mail. Like, oh my god, oh, that's so awesome. Then they give you a pin, and then you put the pin. And it's, oh gosh, did I do it correctly?
That's the step in the process.
And it's what's crazy is like there's process. You do that, and then after that you get the pin, and then once you get your 4K, it's super easy because you already did everything leading up, and it's now turn on ads. That's what's going to happen when you hit the 4K. It's like, oh, how do I turn on ads? Oh crap, there's no ads on this? Shit. Then my first one, I put like 30 ads. I'm like, you're an idiot. Really? 30 ads? That's stupid. So I was like, let me put the ad where it belongs, in between cuts. and let's put 3 or 4. Don't be dumb
Oh,
and
so
put
you're
30.
able to if you drop one in, you're able to pick where it drops in. Because I noticed that some channels are pretty good at that.
Right.
They drop it
You-
at the right spot. So
Yeah,
that
you can have
you're not
YouTube do it for
mid-sentence.
you. Yeah, you could have YouTube do it for you. But when I first started doing, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I'll just put every 3 minutes, I'm gonna put an ad on this damn thing, and then like, okay, if anyone other than someone that's just running a playlist watches this, they'll be like, this dude has got some problems. So like, I basically rewatch it and like, I'll put one right there, one right there, and one there. You know, so like if this one right here, like when Renee was talking about, you know, thanking people and stuff, I want to make sure there's no ad that's going to cut that dang thing. You know, like I'm going to make sure, place it in between where maybe my camera went off, or no, I'm not, because that was funny. You know, so like I got to watch it over, and you literally have to watch it and put the ads yourself.
Basically,
or you can let
like
YouTube
chapters
do it.
in a book.
Right. And
if you put on a chill stream or something, you can put it like every 20 minutes or something like that, because
you can. And I think like if it's one of those longer things, I think 6 to 12 minutes, maybe 6 minutes, it gives you those options. Or you can just have YouTube do it. So if it's the same kind of thing rolling, then yeah, you could put as many as you want, and hope that I'm watching something and it gets skipped over.
Nick, I do have a hip hop song coming up. You're gonna have to wait till May to hear it though. It's pretty good, but it's not gonna feature AI. It's gonna feature my real cats. Sim already knows what it is.
Renee, if you could just give minimum Tiara, who's in your chat right now, a wrench. She's a friend that's been around for a while here. And then if you guys are still up in my chat, please hop on over to Renee. Let me just catch up. Am I missing anything in the chat? Did you guys see anything else? Oh, yeah. I think maybe, David, are you noticing a little bit of like lagginess with Renee's too sometimes?
Yeah.
I was looking if it was mine. I don't, it should, okay. The company, everybody. Good. All right. Hey, good night, Robert Springs. Thank you so much for coming, buddy. Yeah, Robert Springs, one of the coolest dudes that makes his rounds to the different live streams. Thank you so much, Robert, for coming. And then let's see. I think Renee, are you going to join the cooking challenge with Nick 20th June?
It depends on what it is. I have no idea what it is.
I don't know either, but it's I have to join it. Like every challenge, I gotta kind of have to join, right? I do like cooking, so I guess Nick will announce like on one of her Thursdays about what the cooking challenge is. So yeah, it's cool to have, and I think DL was having talking about one where like best site that you can find, and you know, there's so many challenges we could do, and it's good to kind of put it out there like months in advance, right? Oh, let's see what.
Yeah, it was funny because whenever the subject of the dance contest came up, it felt like, oh wow, that's so far away. But then it was here before no time.
It came really quickly, and like I'm glad. Like Raph, man, that was fun. Yeah, see, Raph already brought a new spatula, guys, and I got a new wok, so I'm ready, Nick. Nick, we are ready for the dance challenge. So yeah, I know. I'm excited to see what happens coming from that Nightbot. Oh, I'm like, I don't have Nightbot. Oh, you have Nightbot, Renee. But it looks like,
I have
Nightbot. Let's see. Renee, so what are some new things you're looking at with your videos as far as editing?
Really just I'm still using the CapCut, but I am trying to get more into doing some of the Suno AI songs, mainly because that way I get to keep more of the revenue on the video that I upload it to.
That is true. And David, have you played with Suno a bit?
No, I kind of played I guess when I learned how to make music in a computer was like the DOS version, with a multi-track recorder. The thing I still use is just a different program. So I haven't used it, but like if I want to just find something to jam on, I can just search in YouTube. There are backing tracks in every key of every style. And so if I just need some inspiration to get my brain rolling, that's what I tend to do.
Just check it out one time. It's free to use, and what's cool is you could type in a song about something really like out there.
I think what would be really fun to do is to make one that I'm like, wow, I really like that, and then do a remake of that on guitar and or piano. Now that would be entertainment right there. I could play the original and then give you the metal version.
That would be cool. And Renee, you have that. What's crazy is my laptop, because it's issued by work. It blocked the Suno AI. It used to work for me, but it's AI generative, and it blocked. Still, I'm good with Canva, and it's blocked several things from my end, which I have to do. I don't like doing it, but I have to use the 2015 Mac to make it work now. So because the schools are starting to block different types of AI sites, and I guess where I'm running out of it's blocking it. So I'm like, dang it.
Has anyone used Microsoft Copilot to make stuff?
I've tried it on a few things, but I don't like that you can't. I don't know. Maybe I'm using the settings wrong, or maybe with what they call user error. But I've only ever been able to get square images and not the 16 by 19
cool ticks.
Long form images for that.
Yeah.
I do like some of the stuff it generates, though. I have generated a few YouTube scripts using Copilot, but like I said, that's my script for my next video. So I mean, I've got like all this stuff over here.
Yeah.
One thing that I can tell you a really good strategy that works for me, and I was telling Bert about this earlier, is plan your content out ahead of time. And the best way to do it is by quarters. This here's my YouTube book. March being the end of the first quarter, of course, I've only got 2 videos left to film and 1 to edit for the rest of this month. And I've already started working on all of April's content. And started my idea formation for May and June. So when you've got things planned out, it not only keeps you focused on your channel direction, but it really helps keeping you consistent. And YouTube really likes consistent uploads, consistent timing. They're really big on that. Like like for example, for me, I only do 2 premieres a week, but they're Monday and Thursday every week at 12 p.m. my time. That kind of consistency is what YouTube is looking for.
I can attest to that because I do my 4 shorts. Hello, Phil's Treehouse. How you doing? I do my shorts same time every day, 4 times a day, spread 45 minutes apart. YouTube knows I'm going to do some kind of community post, so I got to make sure I do. I did. It knows, and it likes it.
I just saw Spine Tick's comment about he was responding to Chris from the Hill saying that if I get a nasty comment, I'll make more of the same content just to make sure that person, if they come back, sees more of it.
Yeah, what's crazy though? The big views. By the way, so Raph, Allison Pro Jam, his favorite guy is Rob Wilson from vidIQ. Rob Wilson sends me these little love letters. So he sent me my 2 million view love letter today at like 11 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much, Rob, for the 2 million view. Most of, like the Google card got that. And a lot of my shorts are doing well because they're consistent. I got to force myself to do 4 a day at certain times. 4 o'clock to 6, no matter what. Do I have material? I don't. Can I find material? I have to, because if I screw up with the consistency of it, then YouTube won't know. Just like the consistency of like, I have to come on Tuesday at 6 p.m. because YouTube knows I'm going to be on. And if I don't, it's going to throw it off. And it's just like life. And Renee, whatever you're doing is awesome, man. Like it does recognize the consistency of it, because there she is again doing this. There she is again doing that. And then they kind of reward you for the consistency. So I know
they sure do.
You can see when they start sending out impressions on your video and what the timing of that is, because if they have a bunch of content coming in, they have to feed it out, metered out properly to get it to everybody. So if you're a consistent posting person, then you're going to hit those lulls where you can then get your stuff out there earlier in some cases.
Create yourself
because it'll hit somebody's
that you can reasonably follow for yourself and stick with it. It's that simple.
Okay, here's a good one, because John, we love John. Okay, so let's see, because he is spontaneous. That's what's his
and they're awesome videos. I could watch the cats do that stuff all day.
The spontaneity of it all is the magic in it all, right? Where he gets like a lot of views and the stuff and engagements, right? So he said, so what happens if I do my videos totally instantaneous content, always consistently once a week, so I'm not the same? I'm so sorry if my content is prearranged. Yes, but the thing is, like, you do it, they know that you're going to drop 1 or 2 a week, right? And the thing is, like, I know what you're looking for is something that moves you, right? So that's good. Keep doing the same thing, but be on the lookout for other things. Just try to get more things, because eventually you're like, okay, maybe I can drop 2, or maybe I can drop it at this time, because timing is everything on for shorts. Like, the timing. If I drop shorts at 2 a.m, nothing's gonna happen, right? It will, but 2 days later, maybe, right?
And it's not in the morning. Short. It's the long form too. If you have a consistent schedule for your long form videos, that also helps put things out timely.
Yeah, so that was a good comment, John, because you are consistent in what you do.
Tranquil, I like that. I'm doing exactly what I want and nothing else. Yeah, that's my posting and all that is totally random. It's just like, oh yeah, I want to make a video today of a song I've recorded, whatever, and then I just do it. It's that because I need it to be like I'm excited to do it. Otherwise, it just doesn't work with music. To not be excited about it.
I do that for my fun stuff. Like, for me, my fun stuff for me, and whoever gonna watch is gonna watch it. I just do it for me. It's like spontaneously, like I'm eating freaking Hormel chili, right? And I'm like, oh man, I feel pretty good. Let me go sing some freaking Stevie B, and I'll come in here and sing it. Then I'll drop it like whenever I want to do it. That's the spontaneous. Like, I'm just putting it out there because I enjoy myself doing it. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I liked it and I had fun making it. But then there's stuff that I pre-planned, like, oh crap, I got to make sure I make this a premiere so that I get some likes so I can get pulled. And there's stuff that are planned because I drop it in order to do something else. So yeah, like before dropping the spam video, I had to do something else prior to it. So I basically made something different, then I dropped the spam video. So I'm planning, Renee. Yeah. Planning works. Like, I did the 3-song mix, then I dropped the spam.
Trail.
So it's YouTube's like, what do you do? Oh, okay, that's what you're doing. Okay, you're gonna do cooking now. Oh, okay, are you cooking? So it's like you gotta be consistent. And
like they're running a big company over there. Hey, you got room in cooking over there? We got another channel.
Yeah, so what's cool is like not having a niche really helps out. Like, Spy6 working his way that way. For me, like, it's easy because like I could put things out whenever I kind of want to do it, and I got to just make sure I do it at a specific time. Music videos are good at 9 o'clock past, and then all the other stuff is good like 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and I have a shorts thing, but it's so I'm petty police. Well, okay, well, let's go see. What am I missing? Something in the chat here, David?
Well, I was just cracking up at a couple of the things being said there, but I agree with Sith that I love the stuff that Bobby makes for the weekend show.
Yeah. So you could even, what Adam said, this is like meticulous stuff. Like if you keep plugging away at this too, also is good, and try to be consistent as you drop along.
And
which
what
I try.
What Adam says here is 100%. That's so accurate because, like for me, I was thinking for a while about getting the 4K upgrade to be able to export video in a higher quality, but I was just like, yeah, I don't know. And then I got it, and it was just a little subscription service to be able to run the software. And the first video I did with the same video content pulled down from Pixabay and all that stuff, it looks so much better. And just so I agree 100% that just little changes like that, and working on my thumbnails, working on things like that, I agree. It's just figure out one or two little things and try to get better.
Yeah, Ray, this is a big one too. There is a huge overseas market that if you do your odd hours, you may hit that crazy Asia market, the Philippines, India. You'll hit, or Japan. You might hit that odd market. So you could like test run some things and drop them like at a very odd hour for us, right?
I put the word for music in just about every language I could find in the description of my videos.
Yeah, and I've been
and
typing
yet
harder.
I'm still at 147 subscribers, so I think I got about 7 billion left to go.
Hey Renee.
Yes.
Oh, just checking. Do you wanna answer or engage in Raf's comment here?
I had a dork made a rude comment on a video, so on a future video I put their name in the description so they could be notified to watch. That's pretty funny.
That's a good one right there. I've never did that.
That because you read. I've seen people read or respond to rough comments, but to invite the person.
That's a good one, Raf. Oh my God, I gotta try that because that is freaking. I gotta write that down, Raf. That's some good stuff right there.
That's only if you really want to stick the knife in. That's only if you really want to hit them hard. That's funny.
You know how many people told me I should have blurred the license plate? Maybe 45 people. I should sign every single one of them. I do another car video. So I wasn't talking about like this guy and so this and that. It's out in the public, it's so I might do that, but again, we'll see. And what's John saying here, David? There's a big market there. You see that? Like the Philippines market is pretty big.
Yeah.
It's big on the there's a lot, and then a lot of like cat channel creators in the Philippines, and then there's a lot of
there's quite a few.
Yeah, there are.
I'll get a lot of random views just on some of the game stuff, and I'm just sitting there playing for 3 hours straight, waffling over getting my butt kicked in a game.
There is a big market. It's just about, I guess, like connecting, because like Rob, Mavita Loca, he's like connected with LV Rose, and she changed her timing, and she's on in the morning where I'm driving to work, and I'm like, I can't like literally like converse on a live. I could sit dogs on a live, and I'm missing out. But they do raids and cool stuff like that. Ray, it is legal, because I remember it kind of freaked me out when I first saw it. I started looking, it's like, oh, okay, no, the government owns the plate. As long as this is that, it's going to the public place and it's fine. And I think that was a test car. I know it wasn't. And if it was the Google car, it's like a company car. It shouldn't matter. But then, and it's out in public view. And the government, I believe, owns the plate anyway. So I did check, because I was like, oh my God, should I? And I was like, nah, I think it's good.
But plus, if somebody was going to use that information to do something shady, and you didn't post that video, they were going to do something shady on the next video. It's
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what gets people to you know.
Yes, someone said like, oh, okay, I have their plate. I know I can find them now. So well, good luck with that. Go find them. And
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah,
Do
go
what you're
find
gonna
them
do.
and see
Like,
what they do to you.
I don't condone nothing. Like, you know what?
Not
like,
everybody. Yeah, not everybody doesn't. You know, some people need a muzzle. So be careful when you approach.
Yeah. So what do you call it? A lot of the
Oh,
stuff
I'm
is
one
like,
of them.
yeah, the borderline stuff that kind of gets the views on shorts, and shorts are fun because I can kind of be silly on them. But then with my longs, I just, you know, I put stuff out that I like kind of doing and stuff like that. Oh, here, what? Adam was his only troll, but John has a cat. the one that cat. Oh my god, the one today I was watching. It's like it totally reminds me of a lion. Like the mane, it's like a mane. It's like Rocky after he showers. He's like all over the place and he shakes and there's like a whole dog on the ground. I'm like, oh my gosh.
What's really funny is that Adam had already
my
taken the
God,
moral high
really?
road and say, well, you shouldn't call people out like that. And then he gets thrown under the bus right there. That's the funny part.
Oh, okay, so and guys, check out Rushmore. They are both pastors and stuff. They have a very very clean show, but yeah, everybody has some type of ode. He refused to be that way. Oh yeah, I try my best. Like guys, like I have a.
Oh yeah,
I have a streak.
It's so easy for me to just it'd be too easy for me to hold a grudge. I was a pro at that for years, so I just whatever, just move on.
How about you, Renee? Do you get mad fast or do you get mad? It's slow but to anger but stuck. That's me. I get it's hard to, but once
See,
I'm
I'm
mad,
feisty. So I can go either way. It depends.
Oh.
It totally depends on the situation. So on one hand, you got the nice little angel fish coming this way, but then you got that great white shark that's going to come up and bite you, you know where.
Mm-hmm.
So with me, my response to you totally depends on on your treatment of me. You know, if you're an a-hole to me, that I'll see you in Dublin.
That's and what I mean. That's good because you let it out. Like you could let it out easier. Like
I like that.
Like,
I get bothered slowly. That's a great response. That sounds like something somebody should say in a movie whenever someone's trying to mess with them and say, just so you know, I get bothered slowly. So you're
Right.
gonna have to put in some effort on this.
Right, but if you guys
That's
check out
great.
like because he a corner club is Cobalt, which is Mark. He does a live stream in the day, and it's like it's pistachio day, and you know he's all calm, man. He's like, okay, he's super chill, right? But it's scary because like I'm pretty chill, right? But then, oh my god, if you just keep chipping away and you keep doing the same thing and same thing and same thing, it's slow. But once it like you click on the trigger or like that switch, I see red. I see red for a very long time, and it's hard. I have to actually like talk myself down and breathe. So I try not to get like there because I cannot get
I
out.
have no problems calling people out. Yes, even my boss, and I still got employee of the month.
Well, maybe you averted an iceberg collision by calling something out.
Yeah,
Maybe
this one
I
is
saved them from losing a ton of money.
yeah, and a lot of what's crazy is like a lot of people in the position of power do not want to hear that they are wrong. That's what
Hold on,
sucks,
I'm just
right?
making notes on what I'm allowed to insult Sith about. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so this is a big one, right? Like
looks. Okay, got it. Definitely.
that's it. You could do all of that, but then that one
he's
too.
a good-looking dude, so I can't.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with that? I mean, look at this. He's got the
Yeah.
great hair, and I got. Well.
Oh man, yeah. See mine too. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this loyalty is what really gets me
And
because you pour so much in.
I don't know if you can tell, but I got the what you call it, Bride of Frankenstein streaks in there.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's so cool, man. I'm really digging my camera back again. I'm so glad. It's Okay, I got one bar, but we got what, like 4 minutes. So with the last 4 minutes, and I like thank you everybody who came into the chat and stayed with Renee and listened and stuff. Thank you so much, Renee, for coming on, and David. So David, do you want to share some parting words with the group? We'll see everybody again on Tuesday.
Well, I love the way of sharing the hours, and I think that's something that obviously, Bert, I think you're going to keep doing that, right? Just kind of making sure that when you do the show, the hours go to whoever we're trying to help out at the time. And then also Bert's been giving me a couple, hitman type things to go say, hey, go jump on this person's channel, because I'm on my computer all the time and I can just have it running on another browser over here, and it's not in the way at all. So so some of the stuff I'm going to try to do is just try to help out with a very small way with Bert, because he knows the details, but he's able to he can give me assignments. One of the things that we came up as an offer of an assignment is like, I talked a little bit about the TikTok thing, at least what I knew. If there are things that we want me to research, because I'm a nerd, and that's one thing I'm definitely good at is research, then I can do that. Or if you just want me to, even if it's something silly, even if it's something as silly as what we put in SpineTick's AI generator, just let me know. If we get a list of 20 things, I'll try to do research on something, and just do a weekly report. I might also just share a couple things that I found on YouTube that were pretty awesome this week, or inspirational, or whatever, stuff like that. Not actually showing the video, but just mention it, that kind of thing. So I'm just here to help and have fun.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, so like what we'll probably do is I'll make a community announcement, and then I will get with you and let you know the next thing. So obviously we talked about TikTok, so I'll make a community announcement to see what we'll talk about on Tuesday. Whoever is going to be my next guest on Tuesday will hopefully be someone who needs the watch hours, and then I'll split. I'll just tell everybody to go. If not, we'll probably do something where, like, if I don't have a guest, we could probably pick someone, and they don't even have to come on, and they could be backstage sitting, and we could kick everybody over there, and they could just chat, right? So I like doing the show where I just give the hours to whoever needs it at that time.
And one of the things we talked about, Bert, there were a couple of subjects we talked about, like me doing like a 15-minute or less, depending on everybody's interest. Like, here's how the stock market works, and here's what these terms mean, just at a high level, just because I've learned it and I can share it with people. So when we don't have folks that are available to be a guest, then I could always do something like that too. But I really would like to get feedback from people on what is interesting to them, as far as what they'd like to learn more about. So
yeah, so definitely, like Adam, definitely, like if I don't get a guest on, David will be with me next week, Tuesday, and we're just gonna break stuff about investing money, economy, maybe something simple like that. And well, if I don't get a guest, then we'll pick someone and we'll
I like it out. Yeah, there's just spin a wheel and there'd be just everybody's name on there.
Yeah, well, we could do that, or we could figure it out. Yeah, and then all you got to do is I'll drop the link. You sit backstage, and we'll tell people to go to your thing. Renee, what you want to? Yeah. Well, we got to do the work now. No, we got to do the work. The person is just going to get the hours. I don't need it.
Yeah.
All right, Renee, any parting words?
Once again, I just want to thank everybody for the help that they offered, because it did help. Like I said, I'm still not quite out of the woods yet. Did help a lot. And I appreciate every one of you. I consider you all my friends, my family. And one thing I'd like to get with you, Bert, is like working on, some kind of a downloadable schedule either in like a Word document or something. You know how you posted on your community page, you know, people's watch times and stuff. How I share those kind of files, like for example, if I need to send a clip over to Sis for the weekly Spine Tick show, I just upload it to Google Drive, and then he's the only one with a link to that particular thing. However, you can make a Word file shareable to anybody with the link, and if I want to share that particular Word document, you know, make it available for everybody.
Yeah, like
that
Google
could be,
Docs. Google Docs might be a good one, because obviously, since we're all using YouTube, we all have Google accounts, and maybe that's a way of doing it.
Yeah,
and just everybody knows I do not need watch hours. I'm low on watch hours, and I'm okay with it. So if you're like spinning the wheel of the folks in the crew here, you can just skip right past me. Just stop by every once in a while and tolerate a little bit of noise if you can stand it.
Right. And then me, if you're going to do anything, just like watch the people on the bottom ticker that's rolling by first, you know. And if you're going to check me out, just check out my shorts or whatever it is. And
it's my
short or one of the longs. Like, I really, it don't matter. Just say hello and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't win either way.
But man, yeah, it's about 8:03, and yeah, we're gonna call it. Thank you, David, and thank you, Renee, for coming on. And yeah, I'll put a community announcement.
Then, Bert, you'll get some feedback from the community. Okay, because I really want to make sure that whatever we do, for however I help out, is whatever people will get something out of. So, you know, as Renee mentioned before we got on, Seth's really put together a great show, and we aren't going to steal his format, but I think we can learn a lot from the way he's adapted his channel to who really enjoys spending time on his channel, but also enjoys the community aspect. And so whatever the things are we want to work on, then that's the kind of stuff.
For sure. But thank you.
I'm your nerd here.
I got you. I'll do a community announcement with like a little poll, maybe some kind of like thing where they could vote, like we did the Music Man, and it'll work out. But yeah, man, thank you everybody in the chat, and you guys. What's today? Tuesday. Thursday is Nick of Whole Southern Foods. Friday from the Hilt, that's Logan, and then Saturday is Sith of Spine Ticks, and Sunday is Maiden, right? And of course, you have these other. Renee, when is yours again? So we know in the daytime part.
Wednesdays it starts at 3:30, and then Fridays it starts at 2:30.
Okay, so we're looking at Wednesdays and Fridays.
My shirt.
What does it say?
My shirt says Caps Lock, Unleash the Fury.
Now, also before on Friday, Maiden also has an early morning one.
Oh yeah, 7:30, right?
Maiden will lead his early morning one into mine, and I lead mine into Logan's. This week is going to be a little rough because I have to work, but I'm still going to have it redirected over to Logan's. This is a good question for you. If you're doing like a tilt string, is there a way that you can have it automatically shut off at a certain time, or do you have to manually shut it off?
I don't know. I only run those. I only did them a couple of times, and they were just like videos that I put out for like 10 hours or something. That would be maybe more like Maiden. He might know that, or someone. But let me just get real quick with about the money it takes to do my work and help others with food. I'd appreciate anyone here popping by my channel. That is Nick, who goes on Thursdays, and yeah, we can find that out. Shut off and turn off. Like I can look into it, but I'm pretty sure Maiden knows how to do that. Or yeah, because I've only layered in videos of it. Yeah, and then a lot of cool things happening.
Turn it off for me. That would be a good trick to train them to do that, Ray.
That would be cool because like when you're gone, it's like, how do I turn this thing off? Like maybe there's a remote thing you could get with the phone or something. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's been awesome. It's what 8:06, and yeah, Thursday, Nick, and then Wednesday is Renee. She's doing her the silent live, and then Friday Maiden at 7:30. Then followed by Renee. Then From the Hilt on Friday. Saturday is Spine Ticks, and Maiden at on Sunday, where he has his 9:30 show. With,
I got a shout out From the Hill. The role playing is just so much fun that they do. All the different ones and everything. It's hilarious. It's great stuff.
All right. So, okay, guys, thank you all for coming, and we will catch you on one of the other lives or the silence or on your channel. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Yo.